Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching or listening to this podcast from. I'm joined with five of my best pals. We got a special guest joining us in about sort of 5 minutes after a quick intro. So I'll start with Lewis, big Sheffield Wednesday fan. I'll read some stats here for you.
You do?
39 games, one win, 18 points deducted, 79 goals conceded, and a total of -6 points. Where do you go from there?
Not been the best season, I have to say. Just got to get this new ownership underway and get settled for the new season.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we won't start at -15.
Is that still Chanzeri in charge?
No, that's why
He's
we
gone,
went into that's why we got the point deduction, because we went into administration. So he's gone.
Yeah.
So new owners, hopefully.
Last year, Wednesday, I think we all remember watching Match of the Day, and Wednesday were always a big part of the Premier League. So I think it would be great to have you boys back in the top flight.
Yeah, another 3 or 4 more years, we'll be there.
I hope so, mate. Right, moving on to Streets. Big Palace fan, season ticket holder. How's your season going, do you think?
Very average, to be honest, but we haven't got the squad for the Europa League, the Conference League, so we're doing as best as we can. Yeah, we're doing all right. I'm quite happy with how it's going.
Quarterfinals against Fiorentina, win that, and you could win the whole thing.
Yeah, well, this is it. Yeah, I've booked my flights to Italy.
Have you?
Yeah, on the credit card. But I've got no babysitters, so can someone help me? I'm here. Of course, babysitter from somewhere. Matt, you look after kids, didn't you? No, but carry on.
Question on Glasner. What are your thoughts on Glasner? Because I know a lot of Palace fans have had enough of him now.
He don't want to be there. He don't want to be there, does he? No. I'd get rid. I would have got rid in January when he came out with that ridiculous quote. But what can you do? The chairman's too tight.
He shot himself in the foot because when he made that statement, I think the Tottenham job was going, Chelsea job was being spoke about, and he thought Man United job, and he thought I could get one of these jobs. But the fact he's come out and said that, I think sort of alienated himself from a few of the big clubs looking at him. So I can't see him getting that big job in the summer either.
Very well put. Yeah, I agree. I think he's talked himself out of that, because of his attitude. But if he wins the Conference League, then you know what football's like, very fickle. Yeah. So he could have wormed his way back in.
Yeah, so, like the Palace fans, fickle.
What is success for Crystal Palace this season after winning the FA Cup? What is success?
Well, very good. Another good question. Conference League probably would be great. It's a great cup to be in. So some might say it's I don't know.
So if there's no Europe next year, would that be no success?
I don't really like being in Europe, to be honest, because they moved the games from the Saturday, didn't they? So I can't get to many games these days. So I'm a bit. What do they call it? A double-edged sword, if you say.
Yeah.
So, are we saying then that the Conference Cup is a bit more higher than the League Cup? So winning that's more important than winning the League Cup. Is that what we're saying?
I'd say so. Yeah.
More important. Yeah.
I agree.
Far and everywhere to go and watch your club, it becomes difficult when you're travelling midweek to long distances. And Streets obviously goes out there above and beyond most people to go and watch his team. And if the game isn't on a Saturday at 12, 3 or 5:30, it becomes very difficult. So I'm with Streets on this one because it puts the general public out of shoot.
The problem is Eddie, my son, plays on a Sunday. And I'm all for grassroots teams, all teams in grassroots, including Watcombe FC. I'm all for that. So I can't get to them. So it's quite hard.
Don't alienate all the Watcombe people watching this podcast now.
Yeah,
Or-
Yeah, that's what I
Watkins for
said
those
it.
of you
Yeah,
that
that's
are
why.
watching.
Yeah. No, cheers,
Yeah.
Streets. Thank you for that.
Yeah. Thank
Moving on
you.
to Gray. Moving on to Gray. How's your season going at Villa then? Mixed
Uh,
bag?
it's a mixed bag, mate. Yeah, I think we spoke about this before. It's a tough start. It's a great push from there. 10, 12 games, whatever it was, unbeaten, and then a few injuries hit, lots of games, and we're on the demise. Things are starting to turn around. Need to win the Europa League, really. But there's lots of big games left. To be honest, I'm more about tonight if we can. After everyone's been introduced, I want to have a little chat because we're all supporting different clubs, but we've got one thing in common, and that's the England team. And I want to just talk about the England team.
It's coming home.
Very good.
It's coming home.
What we'll do a World Cup special soon where we all sort of go through it and agree with our England 11.
I don't think we'd ever agree.
What?
I was going to say, do you think we'll ever agree on an England 11?
You'd have Dan Burn centre back.
Wouldn't.
Yeah.
No, cheers, Gray. I mean, like you said,
Dan
you had
Burn would
what?
be in a Newcastle 11, never mind in an England 11.
You had McGinn, Kamara, Tielemans out for a couple of months. That's your main midfield three, so you're always going to struggle there. So
Yeah.
I think
Plus Barkley as a bit of backup. Yeah, it was a tough time, but those in the group as well have had injuries as well. So I'm not gonna moan about it. It is what it is. You got to have the squad to perform at the highest levels.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you get this Champions League space. Moving on to the two Newcastle
Thanks, mate.
boys. How's your season going? You happy?
It's over.
Well, you're out of the cups and you're in 14th in the league. Has Eddie got to go?
No. Got to get to next season, mate. And we regroup, get more signings in, sign better strikers, and go again. Basically,
Playing devil's advocate. What happens?
Champions League.
What happens if Eddie Howe's given another 270 million and it still doesn't get better?
Well, you have to look at the recruitment and the scouting and that, don't you?
Is he part of that, or is it a director of football that's making every decision up there?
I think no, because there was a director of football who wasn't in play last time. When we come to the end of the season last season, the director of football quit within 2 days of season finishing. I think probably the onus was put on Eddie Howe to make signings. I don't think the signings were right. I don't think Eddie Howe being given that position to go in. Football's long gone from the days of a manager scenario where one manager makes all decisions. You need a far better background for decisions and what the ethos of the club is and so on and so forth. So now they've got those positions in. Only time will tell whether Eddie's backed, and you can't have 5 windows where you're not backed in a 4.5 year tenure to see if you're successful.
So name me one player you want to sign this summer then. Can you name a player that you desperately want who will go to Newcastle?
No, that's the thing. Look at last season. We wanted Mbuemo. We wanted
TK would have been the best one, but we let the Isaac situation go on too long.
Okay, we wanted to keep it Isaac. We wanted Sesko. We can all put names in. It's you've got to attract them, and sometimes you're probably better off going for lesser known players who are going to kick on and generate you some revenue in the future, just like Isak's done. But it's tricky.
I think I don't want to alienate our female fans because thanks for joining. We'll see you again soon. But letting Amanda Stavely do all your transfers is not the way forward. But thanks for all the female fans. Nice to see you.
Bloody hell. Cheers, Gray.
Great quality, well done.
You can find Chris Graham on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram.
Not on Facebook, mate.
But he uses his wife's account to search for his wife, and you'll find him.
Chris and Kate Graham.
Chris and Kate.
Before the quiz before the quiz starts, lads, should we bring in the special guest? Like, so every week, what we'll do, we'll try and bring on a special guest, and they can just sort of do the random week while we keep a weekly tally of our scores. So, without further ado, I think he was an ex-semi-professional footballer north of the border. Load in. Hey, there he is. Turn your microphone on.
Okay. Evening, gentlemen.
How are we, mate? You all right?
Hey,
I'm good, Sam. How are you?
Yeah, all good, mate. Welcome to the new YouTube channel.
And how are you? Looking forward to a good Rangers Arsenal double this year, my friend.
Oh, yeah. How's are you sat next to Matty?
Yeah, I'm getting feedback, aren't I? Yeah,
Well,
Matty, you can beat us.
Oh, I like
Turn your speaker off.
I like the fact I need to move, not him.
No, he needs to get, doesn't he?
well, have you managed to get a pen and paper together between you?
No, I'm gonna use my iPad and use this, mate. All right. Okay.
All right, mate. Well, no searching the answers.
Of course not. What do you take me for?
Right.
Take me for a you take me for a Chelsea supporter.
Right, for those watching at home, grab a bit of pen, grab a paper, and in the comments you can mark your score down and see how you do against the boys. So right, there's 20 questions. I've split into 4 categories. The first category is stadiums. So question 1: which stadium did Sunderland move from to the Stadium of Light in 1997? Right. Question 2. Question 2. Question 2. What unique feature does the new Riverside stand at Fulham have? I've been in that stand.
anything?
No, it's something that I've never seen at another football ground.
A team that wins. A team that wins. Go for it.
Question 3. Who plays at Meadow Lane?
Meadow Lane, was that?
Yeah, Meadow Lane. Question 4. Which club that claims to be the greenest club in the world is currently building a new stadium made of sustainable sourced timber? The greenest club in the world.
Is it? Give us a clue. Is it in the UK?
Yeah.
The greenest club is it's not Celtic, is it?
Don't alienate all the Celtic fans watching, Will.
There's not many, mate. There's not many. More of us than there is them. Don't worry.
Is there any chance you're a Rangers fan, special guest Will?
Big time. I never chose that.
I think you spelt your name wrong. AILL.
Did I?
What I'll try and do, lads, in the edit for when Will talks, I'll try and get some subtitles put on there so we can all understand what he's saying.
Sorry, Sambo, what did you say? Sambo, can you say that again, please?
Question 5. Which had the biggest stadium capacity? Highbury, White Hart Lane, or Upton Park? Or the Bowling Ground, as they like to call it.
That's a good question.
And that was in their last days, so it wasn't like 50 years ago. It was when the stadium was closing. Which one had the biggest capacity?
Oh, I'm going to change my mind.
Highbury, Upton Park, or White Hart Lane?
Sambo, can I just confirm you said library?
I did. Been there many a time, mate.
Yeah, okay.
Right. So that's the first 5 questions. The next 5 questions are on goals. Question 6. Which ex-Chelsea player is the only person to score a hat-trick in the Premier League, FA Cup and Champions League all in the same season?
In what? Premier League, FA Cup, and what? Champions League.
Champions, yeah. Which ex-Chelsea player all in the same season?
Special guest Will, who did you play professional football for? Or semi-professional football for?
Me, I wasn't. I was at Rangers for a while, and then I played schoolboy for Scotland in Glasgow.
Must
Was
have been
that any good?
small forward player.
Yeah, there's about 2 people live in Glasgow right enough, so I was best of 2, second 2.
Question 7. Who scored the famous beach wall goal against Liverpool?
Oh, fucking hell.
That was great, that was.
I know that one.
I think, I know.
Yeah.
I think.
I've got that one.
How did do that? Question 8.
Pick one of them.
Which famous goal was voted as West Ham's best ever Premier League goal?
Oh,
Just need to name the player.
I
Just
saw
name
it.
the player.
Yeah.
Saw
Who
it on
scored West Ham's best ever Premier League goal as
You
voted
saw him
by
on
their
Sunday,
fans?
Kev. Is that what you said?
The what?
Did you say you saw him on Sunday?
No, I saw it on socials the other day.
Oh,
I thought we weren't doing Celtic.
I'm
Question
glad you found the
9.
internet now, Kev.
The what?
So I'm glad you found the internet now.
Yeah, mate.
He's loving it. Who was last year's top goal scorer in the Premier League?
Can you say it again?
Who was the Premier League top goal scorer last season? Question 10. Name the 3 players who have scored more than 200 Premier League goals. So you need all 3 to get the point.
Great player.
Right, the next 5 questions are on kits. So question 11. Which club wore the kit nicknamed the Bruised Banana?
The what?
Which club wore the kit nicknamed the Bruised Banana?
Not a clue.
Yeah.
You should know that one, Kev.
Should I?
Yeah,
Mate, I haven't known the previous 10, so I'm not going to know that one.
yeah. Classic kit. Question 12. Inter Milan's classic black and blue stripes kit of 98, worn by Ronaldo, R9, had which sponsor?
oh,
It's a classic kit.
it is. Oh,
No idea.
The one he's got his boots.
oh man.
Can you picture it, Gray?
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
You should know the answer then.
I know. I should. Yeah.
Question 13. Featuring their new tracksuit, where was Brazil's famous pre-98 World Cup advert filmed?
Say that again, Sambo.
Featuring their new tracksuit, where was Brazil's famous pre-98 World Cup advert filmed? I think it was a Nike advert.
Brazil, say it again.
In 1998, Brazil did like an advert for Nike before the World Cup. Where was the advert filmed? In what?
Have you got to be quite precise?
Whereabouts? No, just be like, if it was at a school, you just write school.
Ah,
Ah, so we're not looking for country or anything.
No, it's like a school as an example.
Can we,
It's a
can we
famous
say,
ad. It's
Can we
it's
say
one of the
school
most
then?
famous adverts ever.
So we put school.
You
I
can
know.
do.
I think I've got it.
Yeah. You should know that one, Kev.
Kev's like, what?
Yeah.
I really
He's
need
watching Corey.
to get back to George Clark's
Right.
amazing.
Question 14. What colour shirts did England wear when they won the World Cup?
What kind of what?
Is that for me, Sambo? Is that just for me?
Yeah. No, your
Yes.
question's coming up. I modified one for you.
Cheers, Sam.
I've only seen it in black and white. So
That was-
can we just
Is
put
it
that?
grey? It's grey, isn't it? It's grey. It's got to be grey.
Question.
I mean, what even was the question?
Superb.
What colour shirt did England wear when they won the World Cup?
Is it no white? Because you win it every time it's on, don't you?
Yeah. Right. A lot of editing to do on this later. What sponsor did the famous grey Man United kit have?
That question 15.
Yeah, and that was the kit that Man United famously changed kit at half time.
To the Sheffield Wednesday top.
It was blue and white, yeah. give you an extra point for that. Good knowledge. And the last five questions I've done it's world football. So the last Scottish team to win the league outside of Rangers and Celtic.
Do you want to hear as well, Sambo, for a bonus?
The what?
Do you want to hear for the year for a bonus?
No, but you can tell us later just for the viewers.
Okay.
Question. Luis Figo had what animal's head thrown at him after his move from Real Madrid to Barcelona?
I think we discussed last week, wasn't it?
I think it was, Kev.
Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't.
Hey.
Question 18. Italy failed to qualify for this year's World Cup, but when did they last compete at a World Cup?
Who was that?
So what? Italy. What year did they last compete at a World Cup? Question 19. How many teams compete in the Bundesliga? And finally, question 20. The Argentinian Super Classico is held between Boca Juniors and what other club?
Where was it set again?
The Argentinian Super Classico is held between Boca Juniors and what other club? Right, so if you want to swap papers,
Hey, Matty, you need to come back in, right, and swap papers.
hey?
I was just saying to Matt.
You fine. I trust you, and I trust you. I trust you will.
Okay.
Yeah. We trust you to answer correctly. Does anyone want me to repeat any of the questions?
12.
No, we're all good. No,
12.
All good.
12.
12.
Yeah.
12.
Yeah.
12.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
12 was Inter Milan's classic black and blue stripes kit had what sponsor?
Fine, I'm sure. Just on a call.
Sam, but what's number 9?
What?
9.
What's 9?
9 was who was last season's top goal scorer in the Premier League?
Kev, can you stop conferring with your daughter, please?
You get more than Kevin.
She knows who played Meadow Lane.
10 minutes, mate.
What else?
10 minutes.
What the bruised banana kit is. What sponsor Man United had on the thingy? Where the Brazilian pre-World Cup video was. Girls, if you know any of them answers, please feel free to.
No, I have to deduct the point for that.
And
Right,
Eddie,
so
you've got 10 minutes, mate. Eddie, you've got 10 minutes.
He said no.
Well, Scott Mills said yes.
One of these.
For those watching at home and live and on a YouTube channel, this will be a lot slicker week 2. Obviously, there's a few little things we've got to sort out and stuff, but it will get slicker as the weeks goes on. Right, so question 1. Sunderland moved from what stadium?
Roker
Roker
Park.
Park.
Roker Park, yeah.
Correct. Question 2. The unique feature in the new Riverside stand at Fulham?
Swimming
Exactly.
pool.
Swimming pool.
Swimming pool is correct.
Oh, I never had that, no.
Really?
Yeah.
Oi.
Swimming pool for?
It's just on the side of the stand. You can actually see the pitch from it, but I don't think it's opened yet.
But anyway,
No, it ain't.
No. I'll see if they needed a lifeguard. Question 3. Who plays at Meadow Lane?
Shrewsbury.
Northampton.
Macclesfield.
What did you say, Trollers?
Northampton.
Dino?
I said Shrewsbury.
Notts County.
Oh,
Oh, God.
Did anyone get that? No?
No.
Question 4. Which stadium? They also only serve vegan food as well. That'd have been too much of a clue.
Forest Green Rovers,
Forest Green.
isn't it?
Forest
Forest
Green.
Green.
way, I got 1 point.
Well done, Kev.
Get him, boy.
You get that, Matt? You were struggling with that one.
Yeah, I didn't get that. No.
I got that.
Didn't your mate Joey manage there?
Well, there's nothing wrong with Joey Barton. He's a fine human being.
Sorry,
he's had a couple
YouTube
of
viewers.
Edit
We
that bit
don't
out.
advocate Joey
Edit
Barton.
that bit out.
Don't want racism on here.
He was good at Newcastle, right? He was good at Newcastle.
I
Can we
think
get that?
It was
Robbie
shaking,
Savage.
ain't it?
Robbie Savage is actually the manager of Forest Green, I think.
He is.
I thought Joey Barton used to be, didn't he?
Duncan
Uh,
Ferguson used to be.
No, he was a manager
Dunk
of
was a
Fleetwood, Kev. But
Forest
anyway,
Green
we'll let you off.
Oh, maybe it was Fleetwood.
But
Yeah.
Big Dunk was from Forest Green as well.
Yeah,
Honestly, it was.
Do you not want to give you a shout out, Matty?
So
No.
question 5. Who had the biggest stadium?
Upton Park.
White Hart Lane.
It
White
was
Hart Lane.
Highbury. Highbury.
Oh,
No.
Oh, the library. Sorry.
Highbury was 38,000, Upton Park 35, and White Hart Lane 36.
Oh,
And they were all disappointed, weren't they?
Question 6. The Chelsea player?
Didier
Torres.
Drogba.
Didier Drogba.
Drogba.
yes.
Did anyone put Lampard?
Me. Well-
Yeah.
But you got to have lamps, haven't you?
Who scored the infamous beach ball goal?
Ben.
Phil Babb.
Talk Sports Darren Bent.
Darren Ben.
Darren Bent.
Darren Bent, yeah. West Ham's best ever goal?
The
Canio.
Correct.
Sinclair. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that was a good goal.
No, that was QPR. The overhead kick was about 30 yards out.
Was it?
Oh yeah, that was
Oh,
classic.
bloody hell.
Yeah.
Was Di Canio's the?
I think that was in the FA Cup, wasn't
It
it?
was a volley, wasn't it?
Joe
I
Sinclair's
thought it
overhead
was
kick.
an overhead kick,
No, it was a volley.
but I
It was a
thought it was from
volley.
West Ham. But there you go.
Just a volley.
The question 9.
Yes, you can't use Ollie.
Got a drink.
Question 9. Premier League
Sorry.
top goal scorer from last year.
Was it Mohamed
Haaland.
Salah?
Salah.
It was
Salah?
Yeah, Mo
Oh,
Salah.
yes. What a guess.
With
It was
29 goals, and Isaac and Haaland had 23.
Oh,
I think Haaland had a lot of injuries, and that's why he was a bit underperforming, considering he normally bangs in about 35. Question 10. Name the 3 players who have scored over 200 PL goals.
Do we get
Shearer.
one for each one?
Shearer. It's got to be Shearer, isn't it?
Shearer,
Yeah.
Kane.
Andy Cole.
Rooney and
Kane.
Kane.
Kane and Salah.
it's Shearer with 260, Kane with 213, and Wayne Rooney with
Yes.
208.
Ah, I
So
got
you-
2 out of 3. Can I get some points? for
So-
that?
No,
No,
you need all
no.
3 in this game,
no.
boy. How you getting on, Kev? Have you got one yet?
Mate, I got 2 out of 3 out of them. So that's
Not
a bit
bad,
odd,
not
but
bad.
I've got
That's
3.
zero
No
then,
points.
mate.
No points, Kev. Tough times, mate.
Yeah, you need all 3 there,
Like
mate.
you will.
Question
That's mate.
question 11. The bruised banana.
Arsenal's away kit.
Chelsea.
Correct. Arsenal. It's the yellow and black, 92
Was on
kit.
show last week.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mate, that's a brilliant kit. Oh, I love that.
JVC.
It wasn't Norwich then.
No.
Dortmund.
Question 12. The Inter Milan kit. What sponsor did they have?
Pirelli.
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 Of course
Your
it
kick
is.
is-
Oh, what a guess.
Did you get it, Gray? Gray, did you get that one?
What a
Yeah,
guess.
it is, yeah. Yeah, I got there in the end.
Question 13. Where was the Brazil advert filmed?
In a
Airport.
cage.
It was at the airport.
Oh,
Ah, fuck.
I put
Yeah.
school.
I put shopping mall.
Oh,
Joga Benito,
the bait.
wasn't it?
He
It was
took
the
the
launch
bait.
of Joga Benito.
you should all know that one. It's a classic advert.
Yeah, I can remember it now.
Yeah. 14. What colour shirts did England wear when they won the World Cup?
Red.
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 Red, correct.
Whee.
Question 15. The
Did
sponsor
you hear
Man
that,
United.
Will, when England won the World Cup?
Oh,
Ooh. That'll be Scotland this year, won't it?
Fucking better believe it. Excuse
Um,
the English children.
What sponsor did Man U have on their grey kit?
Sharp.
Sharp.
Shot.
View cam.
You can.
You get half a mark for sharp. You get a full mark for sharp view cam.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
who would remember the you can bit?
Yeah.
I did.
So that's
I
what
think
it
I want you to prove
You-
it, Strian.
Question.
Well proved. Well done.
It's not hard. It's not hard,
Mate.
though.
This-
Question 16. The last Scottish team to win the league.
Aberdeen.
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 1984. 1984.
Actually, Will, it was
Is that
85.
year they went on to Europe?
It was 85.
Okay, right, go for it.
Those watching at home, if you could Google it and put it in the comments, we'll see that later. But I think
Yeah,
it was
kill me,
85. Question 17. I bet you Matty gets this wrong. What animal's head was thrown at Luis Figo?
A sheep.
It was a pig.
Pig.
Oh, fuck it. Pig last week. We know it's sheep. Fucking hell.
Last week.
Question, so yeah, it was a
I said
pig.
fucking pig last week.
No,
You
you were
know.
saying sheep and I was saying pig. Oh.
Oh, fucking hell.
Question 18.
Probably
When did
bought
it?
Tony.
In what year did Italy last appear in the World Cup?
2010.
Italian 90.
2018.
2014. 2014.
Oh,
Really?
Complete guess.
That's bad, isn't
What's
it?
the hell?
Three World Cups that
Yeah.
they've made it to.
yeah, yeah.
Question 19. How many teams in the Bundesliga?
18.
18.
18. 18.
Oh, what? Yes.
And the last question. The Super Classico is held between Boca Juniors and what other club?
River
River
Plate.
Plate.
River Plate, correct.
Well, what a success that
So
was.
don't shout out, but if you'd like to add up your answers, and I'll go through it individually.
Actually, that's not as bad as I thought.
Go on then, Kev.
I was just double checking, mate. But I've
Six.
got an average 7.5.
7.5. Gray.
And me.
14 for me, mate.
Oh,
Oof.
Dino.
Good week.
Oof.
12.
Super
12.
John McGinn. sitting
12.
there.
12.
Matty.
Super
Matty.
John
I've got
McGinn.
10.
10.
I'm a Scotland
Colours?
fan just because of him, Will.
Yeah,
I
good
got
lad.
I got a dismal 6.5 on that one.
6.5. Oh, beaten by Kev.
Yeah,
Yes,
And Will, our special guest.
11.5.
11.5. So our winner this week goes to Chris
Super John
Graham.
McGinn.
Was it 14?
We've
John McGinn.
got McGinn. Who?
Super John
Super John
McGinn.
McGinn. I just don't think you understand. He's too nice, man. He's better
He's
than
better
Zidane.
than Zidane.
We've got Super John
Super John
McGinn.
Right. Those watching at home, write in the comments how many you got. And what we're going to do is a special prediction, and you get an extra point if anyone nails the correct score. And our game this week is Man City Liverpool FA Cup quarterfinals, Saturdays 12:45. So Gray, you won the quiz, so you get to have the first prediction.
2-1
Matt's-
Man City.
2-1 Man City, and who was second? Dino.
3-1 Man City.
3-1 Man City. Will.
2-1 City. 2-1
Matty?
City, yeah.
Matty.
Who've City got?
Liverpool. We've just been speaking about it for the last couple of minutes.
But it's one of the
I'll say
whiskey.
2-1 Liverpool. I'll say 2-1 Liverpool.
2-1 Liverpool. Oh, thank you for a bit of variety. Kev. Oh no, yeah, Kev.
I'd say 3-1 City.
3-1 City. And Trollers.
1-0 City.
1-0 City. So whoever gets that one gets the extra point.
Let's ask the
Thank you
Quizmaster.
for.
Let you have a shout. What are you going for?
I'm going to go for a Desmond 2-2.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, we'll go to extra time. So thank you to all those
someone's got to
listening
go
at home or
through.
watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below. And we'll be back for week 2, where the scores will be a running tally. And a big shout out to Will, our special guest on the week 1.
Yeah, well done, Will.
We'll
Well
see you
done, Will.
next week, boys. Cheers.
Up the Mezcal, up the Villa.
I'm
Up the
looking
Arsenal.
forward to who